Good morning, welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Fiesta Active X walk around video. But before we do get started, if you are enjoying our content, why don't you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and any questions or comments you may have, please leave them in the comments section below. This here is a magnetic grey Ford Fiesta Active X MHEV, so that is a mild hybrid electrical vehicle. So there's no plugging in, there's no waiting for it to charge, simply jump in it and achieve some very good MPG, all thanks to the 1 litre EcoBoost engine producing 125 PS of power. That 125 PS of power is then transmitted through a 6-speed manual gearbox. The vehicle is registered on a 72 registration, meaning we'll take Ford warranty with us until October 2025. The vehicle itself is very low mileage, it's only done 800 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number once you're on the dash in a moment. So sit pretty and let me walk you around this gorgeous magnetic grey Active X Fiesta. The first thing we're going to do, get the remote central locking out my pocket, wake it up and have a look at the daytime running lights. The bits that appear to be flashing in your video, that is only flashing because of the frequency in which my camera records at. But let me assure you, in real life, they're not flashing. It's not a strobe light. They are going to give you ultimate visibility no matter what the lighting conditions. And just as I say that, the sun comes out, so you can see how visible they are, even in the brightest of sunshine. So inside these lamps are the Ford LED, I don't know if you can see that, the Ford LED headlights. So some of the best headlights in the market. So you've got lovely headlights. At the front there we also have front parking sensors. They all build up to be part of the Ford Active Park system. I'll talk about that in a little while. But we have the active gloss black front grille there, just in between the 4 badge. Down at the bottom there is a little front facing radar, and that is part of the driver assistance pack, which again we shall discuss in a little while. Coming around now to the offside front wheel, and that is a gorgeous 17-inch 5-spoke machine cut alloy wheel. So you can see we've got the gloss black and the bare shiny metal there as well. Those of you with the keen eyes would have noticed the silver painted brake calipers just in between, and the tyres, which are Continental Contact 6 I believe. So some very good tyres, and again 800 miles worth of work. Like new. Plenty of mileage left on those yet. It's going to take your attention up to the windscreen quickly and talk about a few sensors. We have a sensor there for the automated lights. When it gets dark, the lights come on. Further upwards, we have one there for the traffic speed sign recognition software. We have one there for the automated wipers, and one there also for the auto dipped beam feature. Back down to earth now, we can have a look at the body. So we've got rear privacy glass, and that stretches all the way around the rear of the vehicle. But before we give you a condition report, a bit more spec to cover. So I'll just go to half zoom. We have keyless entry. So you can see the 4 lines on the door handle there. If I was to tap behind the door handle, you just see the indicators going, that will unlock the vehicle. A tap on the 4 lines there locks the vehicle. Unlock, lock. Lovely system if you've got the keys in your pocket, hands full of shopping, and you can't reach for the keys. It's a nice convenient system. So let's progress round now. We're at the offside rear of the vehicle, and we're going to show you all about the body on this vehicle. So we're going to start nice and high, and I'm going to shimmy the camera all the way down, hopefully showing you just how lovely all of the body panels are. Down to the rear bumper, and then we'll link that round to the offside rear wheel. So we've got drums at the rear of this one, and look how gorgeous these alloys are. I'm a big fan of those. Yeah, premium contact 6 tyres, just in case you're wondering. Moving our way around the rear bumper now, we can see parking sensor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 parking sensors, complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera. We'll have a look inside the rear in a moment, but we're going to give the near side the exact same treatment. So we're going to start nice and high, and I'm going to shimmy the camera all the way down, like so. Hopefully that gives you a good idea. Then we'll link that to the near side rear wheel, and we can follow that all the way down to the near side front wheel. There a good look at that. Worth noting as well, the keyless entry is on both front doors, so you can gain entry even if you're not the driver. So coming around the back of this Fiesta now, it's time to look inside the boot. So I'm always impressed by the boot space inside the Fiestas. It's a little TARDIS. You'll be surprised just how much volume you do get in there. So nice size boot, and we have these supplied with space saver spare wheels, so they're proper size space savers as well, so not just the little tiny space savers, these are proper spare, so that's 14 inches in diameter, so good space saver spare with all the relevant tools and jacks needed to change it on the side of the road. So close that in there. Let's have a look inside the rear. So the Active X interior is a thing of beauty. I'm a big fan of the two-tone, and I'm going to show you for why. So electric windows on all 4 door cards, and let's have a look at the interior and the floor mats. So looking at the floor mats, please excuse my dirty footprint, I've just done my photographs. So we've got some lovely floor mats in these Fiestas. As you can see, they've got the active blue stitching there as well, so really nice floor mats, and they twin up lovely. You might be able to see it, it's quite a bluey colour, and that is because the LED interior lighting. But you have a part leather, part cloth interior. It's all defined by some glorious blue stitching. You can see the active pattern at the lower back and the base part. It's like a suede material, very durable, very hard wearing, and very comfortable as well, so it's going to last you indefinitely, and obviously it's very easy to clean as well. The near side rear is an ISO fixing seat as well as the offside rear, so 2 ISO fixing seats in here, not a problem. And again, you still have ample amount of legroom for normal size people. So that's inside the rear. Let's have a look inside the front. So the Active as well, worth noting, we do have the beautiful black roof bars, so if you did have to pop a roof box on, easily achieved. Okay, driver's door card, interior locking, all your window controls, and you got your all 4 windows there with a child lock for the rear as well. Moving around, looking at the driver's seat, again we have that glorious active interior, all defined by some glorious blue stitching. So manually controlled seats, we have a dial at the back for the rear tilt, with a height adjustment, and at the front there, the forward and backwards. But these seats are extremely comfortable. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle now. You're going to hear a bit of distortion on the microphone, so please just bear with me for a second. Marvellous. Okay, now we're inside the vehicle. We can see the beautiful digital dash waking up, and the exact mileage on this vehicle is 821.9. Okay, so obviously this is a manual, so foot on the clutch, push the button, and that gains us power. So I'm going to turn my heating off. There we are. So sorry about that. Okay, so this is a complete digital driver display. So these are a lovely bit of specification. I'm going to be controlling that screen using the arrows on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So a quick breakdown of what we're looking at here. From left to right, we have a coolant temperature gauge. We have a digital speedo in the middle there. At the bottom, we have the odometer. We have a different interactive gauges in the middle, so you can see your live tyre pressures. We've got fuel economy, chip computers, all sorts on there, but you can adjust the screens you would like to look at. So very customizable. At the bottom there, we have the traffic speed sign. Right hand side, we have a digital fuel gauge at the bottom, along with the thermometer. We have a RPM gauge and obviously a fuel gauge there as well at the right hand side. So that's lovely. We do have selectable drive modes on this vehicle, so whatever drive mode you pop the vehicle into, so for example we go to Eco, and it's going to change the aesthetic of the screen to give you a nice eco feel. It's a light blue in that colour, but just for argument's sake, in sport mode it will look a more aggressive tone, so you get your greys and your reds out for your sport mode. So it's a really nice feature on this Fiesta Active. So moving outwards slightly, the right hand side again is the menu button, return, OK, and different arrows to control the screen ahead of you. We have a voice command, a pick up, a decline, a previous and next song function on this cluster. The cluster on the left hand side is where you'll find your cruise control and intelligent speed limiter. So it's a nice ergonomic place to keep it, to easily adjust your speed and take it on and off standby and adjust your limiter there. A volume down, volume up and a mute button also appear on this cluster of buttons on the left hand side. If I was to scoot along now and have a look at the Sync 3.4 monitor, it's a 3.4 because we've got the dark blue band at the bottom. First we have audio, going to sources, we have your FM, DAB and Bluetooth audio. So like always, well not like always, but the majority of the time now, you can connect your phone via Bluetooth. But because this is the Sync 3.4, we also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So whichever software you have on your mobile phone, plug it in using the USB data port down at the bottom by the gear stick, and it will pretty much mirror your phone onto that screen there. Many amazing features of Apple or Android Auto is, my favourite is the voice command. You can click on the voice command and you can summon your voice assistant. I'm Apple, so I get the benefit of Siri, and from there I can ask Siri to set navigation, take me home, make phone calls, set reminders, ask the cricket score, anything you like can be done hands-free. So it's a very nice feature to get used to using. In addition to that, we have the forward sync navigation. I've used it for many years now, never let me down. Click the search bar. For example, you'd like to come to Perkins to look at this Fiesta, Charlie Mike 77 6 Sierra Alpha. Click the search, or speak to the GPSs in the sky, and there's your route nice and easily. Don't forget, once you click start, you can have all the directions appear on the digital screen ahead of you. So additional, we have this navigation, but we also can use the Apple navigation, Google Maps, Waze, whichever software you're into. So effectively you have over 4 choices of navigation on the screen. Equally, if I put the vehicle into reverse, it comes up with a high definition reversing camera and proximity sensor for the front and rear parking sensors. It's just on the top right hand side of the screen. So the front and rear parking sensors build up to give this vehicle the forward active park assist. So if I click on this button here, then it will give you directions of a parallel park in, a bay park in, or a parallel park out. As you can see, you can use the indicator to dictate which side of the road you're going in or out to, but it's a very nice feature. I've used it on my Focus quite a few times actually, more than I thought I would, and yeah, I really enjoy using it. And that's all thanks to the electronic steering rack these Fiestas have. So it's a very clever bit of technology. So if you do have troubles with your parking, get a car that can park for you logically. Okay, so going south of the screen now, this is where you'll find all your heating, ventilation and air conditioning buttons. So fan speed to the left, temperature to the right. At the bottom there we have 2 heated front seats, which are 3-way adjustable, electronic heated steering wheel and the electronic heated front screen. Here we have an automatic function, front and rear demist, along with that one, different flows of vents there, recirculation and air conditioning is found to the right hand side. We have there the 6-speed gear stick, sorry, lost for words, 6-speed gear stick, gear lever, whatever you want to call it. Parader buttons down here, one for the mode button, traction control, self-park, parking sensors and automated stop-start on and off. And people always ask me, have a standard handbrake in this one, no electronic handbrake. I always get asked that. So that's about it for me this morning. Thanks for watching. Any questions, get in touch, 01376 550 899, or just leave us a comment below. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you real soon.